Welcome to the Girls Abroad podcast with Jordy and Santi.
We've been living abroad for the last 2 years. We share our highs and lows, our tips and tricks, and life in our 20s.
Welcome to the first ever episode of the Girls Abroad podcast.
It's been a ride.
It has been a ride.
4 weeks of a whole lot of work. There's a lot of work that goes into the behind the scenes of making a podcast.
There's a lot of preparation, color schemes, technology, editing. There's a lot that goes into it. Respect to the podcasters out there.
Yeah.
So we thought we'd start off with why we wanted to start a podcast in the first place. I think that we've gone through similar experiences. We've lived overseas. We wanted to leave our small town. We're going through our 20s together. Yeah. And we just thought that this would be a helpful podcast for maybe other people to listen to.
Exactly, yeah. It all started with Santi's late night voice message to me, but the moment we got down to the podcast idea, it was like, actually, yeah, this can be done. Are we the most spontaneous people ever? No way. But here we are, and I think, like you said, it's a journey that we're going on. We're still in the middle of it, and sharing this with others might be helpful for them, but it's nice for us to look back on, I think, in the future as well.
It'll be really nice to look back on as we go through different chapters in our life, I think. Let's start off with how we met.
I knew of Santi through her dad. Shout out Martin.
Shout out Maddie.
He hired me. He was the principal of my first ever teaching job, and I had known of Santiara through him. Never met, never talked, nothing. I was living my life. She was living hers.
We didn't really know each other at all.
And then I came back to Whangarei after being overseas, and I was relieving at the school that we met at.
And we hadn't even crossed paths. But it's really when you started your writing teacher role, and I knew you were here for more days of the week. And so I kind of was like deciding that, yep, I want to be her friend. And it took a wee while, but we got there.
I'm still working through it. I'm still processing. At that time of my life was quite like a whirlwind. And like you say, I was kind of in this random job opportunity. I was doing my master's. I had just come back from overseas. Like, a lot was going on. No shade to not trying to be your friend, but I'm so glad that we became friends. Yes. Absolutely. Quick passes in the hallway of like, hey, or at the photocopy room, like, how you going?
Yes.
Very quickly turned into me being in your classroom in lunchtimes and just talking about things that we both were interested in that wasn't teaching.
Yes.
And I think that's why we clicked.
So we really bonded on wanting to get out of Whangarei. Yeah. The town in particular. Because, it was just time to go, I think, for both of us. And you having taught overseas, I lived overseas before. I knew that I always wanted to teach overseas. We kind of had the idea of wanting to move at around the same time, right? Yeah. So we both started looking for jobs. And I got the job in Singapore. And I knew that there were 3 more positions going at the school. So I nudged Jordy, like, hey, girl.
You don't have to tell me twice.
So you applied, and then
Bob's your uncle.
Bob's your uncle, and Franny's your aunt. And now we're here. That's pretty much it.
that is kind of it. The more we talked to each other about these types of things made us want to hang out more. So we started to do activities together. And it was easy to say yes to a job knowing that someone that you knew or you considered a friend was also going to be moving with you. Yeah,
for sure. And it's been nice having somebody there, somebody here that I know from home, like on this journey with me, because it is always tricky going to a new place, trying to start up a new community. So it's been lovely. And
it's not over yet, girl.
It's not over yet. We've got 4 months together left. So let's get into a bit about ourselves.
Okay. So I am Jordy. I am born and bred in Whangarei, lived there my whole life. Started as a baby out in the coast, beautiful spot, and then moved into town with my family throughout my years at primary school, intermediate school, high school, and I did my bachelor education also in Whangarei. I didn't think that I was quite ready to move out of home yet, so I stayed there, started my first job there thanks to Martin, and that's when I felt really suffocated. Instead of going to uni, my friends joked, I was just going to fly off to Dubai instead. So that moment of suffocation, I call it my quarter life crisis. I then applied for jobs overseas, moved there, was teaching in Dubai, then came home in the middle of COVID, which was the part that we were just talking about when I was relieving at the school. Yeah. Tell me a bit about yourself.
Okay, so my mum is from Malaysia. My dad is from New Zealand. So I was born in Malaysia. Lived there for the first 5 years of my life. We moved to Sabah, Borneo. That was cool from what I remember. And then we moved to Bangkok, Thailand for 3 years. We then moved to Egypt for 6 years, my favorite. Yeah.
How old are you?
By this point, 13 or something. And then we moved to Germany for 2 years. And the family decided that, yeah, it was time to go back home to New Zealand. So lived there for 8 years, did my high school there, got my degree at the same campus as you, even though we missed each other just. And yeah, worked, got my first job in the same school as you. And I always knew that I wanted to go overseas. I knew that it was just a matter of time. I just needed to get my degree, get my registration, and I'd be off overseas again. And yeah, now we're here.
Yeah. And that was another thing that we kind of bonded over, was the fact that we had traveled.
Yes.
So that was kind of an exciting thing, because in Whangarei, it is hard to come by people who've lived similar experiences to you to relate to and discuss things with. So it was refreshing.
Yeah. And especially I remember you coming back from Dubai, and I was kind of asking questions about how was it. I wanted to know. And that's how we also got talking a little bit more. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. And we're going to get into the last segment called Quick Fire 5. Okay, we're going to answer for each other, okay, with a fun little twist to start off. Okay, so I'm going to ask some questions. You're going to let me know what you think I am. I'm going to let you know what I think you are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't be offended, girl.
I won't be offended, girl. You too. We stop this podcast after this.
No more episodes.
Yeah. This is it. Okay. Introvert, extrovert.
Okay, here's the thing. When I met you, extrovert.
Yeah, to the max.
And now, I think you're more of an introvert now. Just growing up, maturity, energy at an all-time low, being a teacher.
Yeah.
You know, life happens.
Life
People
happens.
change.
And I've actually asked the question, is introversion like introversion, or is it just maturity? I don't know. Some people are just extroverts, like forever, but maybe you just naturally become more introverted than I have. I still enjoy like socializing, but I gotta have that time to myself.
So I was right.
You were right.
Yes.
Okay, and for you, introvert. Introvert. But you've got that extroverted side. Jody has the life of the party side to her. She comes out to play. Old Cece.
Old Cece, she comes. Just sometimes.
Yeah, just sometimes. Once in a while. And it's a treat when she comes out. But yeah, introverted.
Okay. I would agree. Yeah. It does depend on like the people that I'm with.
Yes.
If Cece comes out to play or not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next second question. Dogs or cats? Are you a dog person or a cat person?
You are 100% a cat person.
I am a cat person. I thought I was a dog person. I do love dogs, but cats.
Yeah.
I like
You
cats.
just give off the black cat energy.
I have the black cat energy.
Yeah.
Did I have the black cat energy when you first met me?
No, I don't think you
No.
did. I think maybe you were like a ginger cat prancing around.
Oh, that's no, they're the worst.
I said don't get offended, girl. Okay, maybe not.
They're violent. I've upgraded to a black cat. Yeah. Okay. So you are a dog person through and through. You give off golden retriever energy. You're the only person I send all dog videos to. I don't send anybody else dog videos to.
It is my Roman Empire.
It is.
I'll be honest. Golden retrievers, bless their little fluffy souls. Yeah. I would take that. That's like a really nice thing. I was so glad you didn't say I was a black cat or a Jimmy cat.
No, you are definitely neither. You do not give off cat energy.
Okay. I'm just sleepy.
Yeah.
And annoying.
And that's okay.
Like a golden retriever. That is okay.
It's okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, third question. You're at the airport. What kind of person am I?
You are... No shade. You're fluffing about trying to find your visa. But everything else is organized. Your packed bags, you're ready, you're there on time, you've checked in.
Is this because of what happened?
This is from previous experience.
Yeah, no shade. This is based on evidence that you came to this conclusion. I had long story short, I had a flight to Vietnam booked. I went to the airport. Everything was ready. I was supposed to go to Da Nang, and I go up to the counter and they ask for my visa. And I was like, pardon? And they were like, visa, please. And I was like, no, I have a New Zealand passport. I never need visas. No. So I didn't even end up going to Da Nang. I had to just go back home. So
sorry to bring that trauma up.
Look.
But positive note, I said everything else was organized. Yeah, you were there on time.
Yes, I am very organized, but just sometimes something will snap up and I'm like, dang, how did I not think of that?
Da Nang.
Da Nang.
But I also think you're the type of person, you've got your leggings on, you've got sports shoes, you know, you're a comfy girl.
Yeah.
You've got it sorted. You know exactly what to pack in your bag. You've got a pen to write your arrival card.
I do.
That's you.
Yes.
But that one little visa.
Visas. I'm working on that, girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, spot on. Spot on. Okay. You at the airport. You're there early. You're
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah, you are not one of those people that's trying to push it. You'd rather be there 4 hours earlier than 1.5 hours before. How long do you actually usually go to the airport?
This is embarrassing, and like I say, this is from Mum.
Right.
I get there at 3 hours before my actual leave time, which is suggested. However, Singapore airport is kind of changing me a little bit. It is so quick. You self-check in, you go through your little gate, and it takes you beep through your passport, and you're in.
Yeah.
And there I am.
Other than that, super organized. Everything's ready to go. You've got your documents saved already. Your boarding pass. You've definitely checked in beforehand on your phone. Right. You're not buying any airport food?
Nah, girl.
Really?
Do you see the prices?
Oh, but what about Terminal 4?
Terminal 4 hits different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spot on?
Not bad. I actually print my documents.
I should have added that. I should have known.
You never know when technology is going to let you down.
That's a good one. I used to print out my documents, but I don't anymore. Next scenario. We're at a party. What kind of a person am I at a party?
Okay. You've got two sides.
Yeah.
You're either trying to pet the pet.
Oh, okay,
if there's a pet at the party
like
to
a
pet.
child. Okay,
you're
I'm not trying to pet a child. No. Okay.
Or my other one is you're with the snacks.
Dang, girl. It's true.
Okay.
Yeah, that is true.
I didn't mean that in a mean way.
I was thinking socially.
Oh. Socially, you're in the conversations. You know, like you're a good person to chat to and you like to add in your 5 cents. So you're in amongst.
Yeah.
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 You're chatting.
And I'm taking breaks to get some snacks and pet the dog.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's what I picture.
That's spot on.
Yeah. Spot on because you said it.
Yeah. True. I told you the answer. I didn't let you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Spot on.
Okay, for you, it depends who's at the party. If there's some beats going on, you're dancing. You're doing a little shimmy. You're getting on the dance floor. Yep. Okay, if there's a pet, you're obviously petting the pet. In fact, you might get lost in that, and we might never see you again.
She's gone.
She's gone.
Actually, where is she?
Yeah.
Where is the pet?
Yeah.
She's taking the pet home.
The pet home. Yeah. Don't invite Jordy to your house if you've got a pet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's you. I feel like, yeah, you mix and you mingle and you chat and you laugh.
When am I going home?
Yeah, earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Earlier.
Yeah.
You're gone.
Once I've got my little dance and my food,
Yeah.
I don't need to even like talk to people.
Your
to be
cup's
quite
full.
fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm out.
There for a good time, not a long time. Okay. Was that the fourth?
That was number 4.
Okay, the fifth one. What was our fifth one? All right.
Work hard, play harder.
Harder. Okay. What kind of a person are we?
At work, this is a little unfair. We know each other.
We know each other.
The listeners do not.
They do not.
The type of person Santi is at work is, I would like to describe as a blue balloon mixed with a pink balloon. Context here, blue balloons, organized, efficient, everything is sorted. Pink balloon, not as organized or efficient, but they're creative, they're fun, they're spunky. You're a bit of both, girlfriend.
Thank
you. You know, like, I can rely on you to have this idea done, but you're also the one who literally printed out our cue cards for this episode. So you're a bit of both.
Bit of both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You work hard and you play hard.
I do.
I see the little shop in your classroom. How fun.
Little class shop.
Class shop.
Little class salaries that my kids get.
See?
Yeah.
You're fun but organized.
Thank you kindly. For you, I would say you are a blue balloon. You are a blue balloon, but you know when to bring the pink balloon out, though.
No fun here.
No fun here, guys. Just learning. Structure, organized, onto it. You're ahead of time. You've got your planning done 2 weeks ahead of time. No, at least a week ahead of time. Easily. Your units are planned out a term ahead of time.
I've planned next year.
Yeah, and you don't even do... No.
I don't even have a job next year.
Yeah. So you're super duper organized.
Yeah. I think that's my biggest trait.
Very reliable. Also, never take sick days. You're never off work. You're never sick. Not really. Once in a while. Like it's rare. Well, I teach the little kids as well. So.
True. Yeah. And that's, I think, a little bit of it, our personalities too. You know, you've kind of almost always had the younger kids. You do have to have that creative energy, like, come on, kiddies. Whereas I have kind of had most of my experience of like, all right, you're not kiddies anymore.
Yeah. You've been a senior teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there are just different demeanors with the older kids as you do with the younger kids.
So that was our not so quick fire 5 to kind of get to know us a little bit more, and our first episode.
Thanks for joining us.
All right.
Okay, catch us on Sundays.
Peace.
Peace out.